Why was Katara able to bloodbend after only seeing it done once? My theory is because she's done it before. What? No, she didn't, Brenna. Hang tight, I just came up with this theory and I'm super excited about it. Okay, so in college I studied physiology with minor in biology. Have you ever wondered why certain body tissues heal faster or better than others? For example, a fractured bone takes about a month to heal, but a torn ligament can take years if it ever heals. A big part of this is because of vascularization. Vascular tissues like bones have more blood supply. More blood circulation means the interstitial fluid of the tissues is changing and moving frequently. So at the cellular level, those tissues are being bathed in nutrient-dense water, and all of the injured material is being taken out. So what I'm saying is water flow in the body is directly related to the speed at which tissues heal. Bloodbending is controlling water within the body. But healing is just magic? I don't think so. What if healing is a form of bloodbending, creating increased microcurrents of fresh water and blood to injured areas within the body? It makes sense because waterbenders can't heal scars, and scar tissue is cut off from blood supply. What if healing and bloodbending are the same thing, in dark versions of controlling water in the body?
Today I'll be rating Legend of Korra characters. So you're telling me that bald-ass discount Caillou got reincarnated into this? Well, I don't like her because she kind of looks like the water peasant, but I guess it's kind of an upgrade. 3 out of 10. No. So, this is Izumi, and we don't even know who the mother is. Zuzu, you've turned into a man whore. I'm disappointed. 1 out of 10, I don't care if you're family. You better be a good firebender. No. Well, I don't know who this lady is, but she seems simply divine. I love her voice. This is the gray avatar's son? Ew, he looks like a creepy janitor.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm losing my mind, trying to stay inside the lines. It's like you're running in place. Yeah. How you keep staying the same.
In my right mind, I can ride till I roll rain. Still a 10 on my left wrist in that soul place. On my knees, thanking God that He got me through the pain. Danger, I don't fit in, I'm a stranger. Believer.
No more. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Cry, but I like to party. Touch, but I got nobody here on my own. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Cry, since the day we parted. Touch, but I got no.
Hello! Things you didn't know about Legend of Korra. Part 1. Korra is bisexual. So that means she likes eggplant and kitty. She's also 5'7". So, yeah. She belongs in the NBA. Okay, next fact is, Mako is a fuckboy. So yeah. Like, how you gonna kiss your brother's crush? You bitch! Okay, next fact. Korra is actually not the main character of Legend of Korra. The real main character is actually Milo. He's the real MC. And he is also the new backbender of the show. So, yeah. Okay, next fact. Lin Beifong can get this Donkey Kong. Like, girl, I know you're 50 years old, but shit. Age is only a number, you feel me? Like, Tenzin. You bugging, bro. Like, I know you band metal. Shit, I'm trying to bend your back.
Gotta say it. Taste. She can get a taste. Taste. She can get a taste. Taste. What it say? It's all the same like Mary Kate. Taste. She can get a taste. Taste. Let you get a taste. Taste. Do you love the taste? Yeah, that's.
Got you. We got a part 2. Things you didn't know about Legend of Korra. Korra is the weakest avatar out of like the entire cycle. Actually, low-key doesn't belong in this list. I'm just saying. I like her as a character, but like as an avatar, that's rough. Next fact. Asami was actually inspired off of Lust from Full Metal. So That's pretty cool. Oh, and speaking of Asami, her father, this guy, Asami's dad, he was actually inspired off of Theodore Roosevelt, which is this guy right here. He was our 23rd president. So yeah, you can see the similarities, Fuck Mako. That's why Korra stole your girl, bitch! Okay, next fact. Sokka actually cheated on Suki with Toph. Yes, he piped Toph, y'all. I'm just saying. My boy is still a dog.
Actually, that's Asami. This is Avatar Korra. Korra, this is my grandma Yin.
You are very muscular for a woman.
Thanks. You too?
What?
Today I'll be rating more Legend of Korra characters. She's pretty, but Teddy is prettier. 2 out of 10. Wow, the water peasant and the Avatar must be so proud on how their kids turned out. He looks like a really aggressive gym teacher that knows nothing about going to the gym. 0 out of 10. Ew, this is Izumi's box-faced kid? Gross. Good looks in the family really did die after me. Well, you get a 0 out of 10 because of your name. This one looks like the only child that the Avatar and the water peasant should be proud of. 2 out of 10.
Listen, I can't rip into Lin as Azula, okay? I'm going out of character. I simp for this woman.
A lot of people say they love Toph because she's always exactly who she wants to be, always 100% herself. But that's actually a common misconception that is directly related to her trauma. When we first meet her, we see her acting like herself, but this is the exception, not the rule. Before the Avatar gang comes around, the Earth Rumble competitions are the only time that Toph gets to actually be herself. Keep in mind, this is Earth Rumble 6, so even if she's been to every single one, there's only been 6 times in her life that she wasn't lying about who she was. In the first episode that we see her, she lies a lot. She lies to her parents, the guards, fights Aang under the table in secret, and flawlessly acts like everything is fine. And she didn't just lie to her family, she lied to the Avatar gang too, saying that her dad changed his mind. At this point in time, she clearly doesn't trust anyone. All of this lying is in stark contrast to the rest of the Avatar gang, especially Katara, who is actually the most authentically herself in any given moment. We always know how Katara is feeling. Katara lets her emotions flow like water while Toph buries hers under a rock. Hold up, did they do that on purpose? It's no wonder they clash a little. But what's really telling is when Toph instantly switches into pretending to be helpless in front of the guards. You can't be this good at lying unless you've been faking who you are your whole life.
Oh, Sokka. Oh, wait, no, not me. No. I'm not the non-bender. It's Azula.
Oh, well, you can go ahead and let me drown now.
Gladly.
Is Katara your favorite character? Here's what that says about you. You're very emotionally aware and you love to help others. You're into spirituality. You're a little naive and you sometimes walk into jokes, and you're probably a little clumsy too. You hate it when people are treated unfairly. And you definitely went through like a Tamagotchi or Webkinz phase. We covered the basics of Toph's trauma, but this is where things get juicy. Strap in, because we're going to talk about Katara and Toph's fighting and the show's broader lessons about deep-seated family trauma. Katara gets petty, Toph gets rude, Katara hits below the belt, Toph gets violent, and Toph gets on Sokka and Aang's nerves as well. But let's look closer. The fighting starts when Katara asks Toph to help out with group tasks, and Toph gets bugged and says no. This is huge because it shows right off the bat that Katara sees Toph as an equal. She doesn't see her as a blind girl that needs to be babied. She sees her as a capable, full-blown member of the team that should have responsibilities just like everybody else. This is the first time in Toph's life that she's ever been asked to do anything. She's never been a part of a team, and she's never even had any friends. So her gut reaction is to make a show of how independent she is. Just listen to how many times Katara uses the words group, team, us, we, and how many times Toph uses the words myself and carry my own weight. So of course they clash, but isn't this what Toph always wanted? A family that sees her for who she is? Katara's the mom, Aang's the dad, and Sokka's the big brother. This is a stark contrast to Toph's old family that didn't let her fight back. Stick with me, part 3.
This person and I are doing couples costumes, but if it's a minor, this is who I'm taking trick-or-treating. Ooh, no. Fine, so the Earth Queen and I are doing couples costumes, but this person's gonna TP her palace. Oh, I might cancel my plans for the Earth Queen, because this person wants to watch scary movies. Okay, so the Earth Queen's really pissed that I canceled plans with her, and she's sending this person to bring me back. Oh, she's really mad she's doing it herself, so I'm calling this person for help. Oh, Zahir's gonna take care of that, and we're just all gonna watch scary movies in the end.
So yeah, Toph raises her voice and fights back with her family for the first time in her life. This is in stark contrast to Toph's old perfect life, where there was no fighting, because as she says, she was an obedient little girl. Her fighting with Katara is the first time that she's felt safe enough to rebel, talk back, and show people what she's thinking and who she is. Foster parents are told that it's a good thing when their child acts out, because it means that their child finally feels truly safe in their home. Katara is like a mom, Aang is like a dad, and Sokka is like the chill big brother. Katara started out well-intentioned, but she gets real mean. Aang was pretty calm, but then he snapped. Toph announces, I'm leaving, which again is a big deal because she tells them honestly, flat out what she's doing rather than has to lie and sneak away like her real parents days before. But here's where it comes full circle. Aang's first thought is, oh no, I screwed up. Katara says, I was really mean. We need to find her and apologize. I'm all out of time, but I'm about to make my point, so please listen to part 5. Okay, we've broken down so many parts of this episode and now I'm going to make my point. Number 1, Katara asks Toph to help out because she doesn't want to baby her. She wants to treat her as an equal, unlike her old parents. Toph verbally fights back to her family members for the first time in her life. And while everybody gets a little upset, the Aang gang gives her space to do that and doesn't try to stifle her like her old family did. Toph announces she's leaving, unlike her old family that she had to sneak away from because they had an oppressive level of control over her. Aang and Katara reflect on their own mistakes and decide they need to find her so that they can apologize. Whereas Toph's old parents didn't just not reflect on their mistakes, they sent literal bounty hunters to capture her, not apologize. So what the heck is the point of this episode? Nothing really happens and everyone just fights with each other. They include this episode to show us Toph's healing. They want to show us the contrast between Toph's old family dynamic and Toph's new family dynamic. Her old family was quiet and perfect. Her new family gets a little messy. Every family has issues and fights sometimes, but this is a healthy family dynamic. Is Sokka your favorite character? Here's what that says about you. You're creative and like to think outside the box. You use comedy and humor as a defense mechanism, especially self-deprecating humor. You're one of those people that's always quoting SpongeBob or iconic movies. You're fiercely protective of people you love. And I feel like you put ranch dressing on everything. Zodiac Signs as Benders Part 2. And again, I'm not just going to pair them with the type of sign that they are because that's no fun, so I'm putting thought into it. Here we go. Tauruses are an earth sign, and I think it's accurate. I think it's very possible that with their personality traits, they would be earthbenders. Either that or they're a weapons specialist, similar to May. I know Virgos are earth signs, but they are definitely waterbenders. And not just regular waterbenders, but waterbenders with healing abilities and bloodbending abilities. Like and follow for part 3. Zodiac Signs as Benders Part 3. I'm not going to just go with each sign's element because that's boring. I'm going to put some thought into it. Pisces was tricky for me. I kind of wanted to say waterbenders because of the koi fish. But they're so spiritual and they like being alone, and I get some serious air nomad lifestyle vibes. So it's a close call, but I think I'm going to say air with a sky bison companion. Leos are a fire sign, and I think they really are firebenders. But specifically firebenders like Iroh. They're warm-hearted, they're generous, they're funny, they're creative, a little lazy, a bit of a shopaholic. You guys are totally Uncle Irohs. Zodiac Signs as Benders Part 4. And again, I don't want to just go off of each sign's element because that's boring. I'm going to put some thought into it. Let's go. Libras are air signs and they just are textbook airbenders. Don't argue with me, they just are. Tell me that's not Air Nomad 101. The only exception I'm making is that maybe, just maybe, you can be a lava bender. I really went back and forth on Cancers being fire or water, and then it hit me. Cancers are firebenders with lightning bending abilities.